Y'all don't know how excited I was for Butt Mountain, and this is so much better.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
I can't believe it. It's been here for like how many years?
Ask Chris Ann and Kick when they get here. Animals are like the one thing that keep me going on this trail.
Whenever I see dogs, I'm like, oh. I like get emotional. I'm like, this is amazing.
No.
So I officially have made it to Butt Mountain, which that being has a funny name, obviously, but it actually has kind of significant, kind of full circle value to me. So story time real quick. So 5 years ago, I was working at Disneyland, and my favorite place to work there was the Challenge Trail, which is based on Northern California and the whole area that we're in. And in that area, there's a treehouse that has a map of Northern California, and on the map is Butt Mountain. So every time I was there, I would go in the treehouse, look at the map, and find Butt Mountain. I even Instagrammed it at one point. I did it so many times. And I always kind of told myself, like, someday I'm going to go to Butt Mountain. The PCT wasn't even a twinkle in my eye at that point. So fast forward, Butt Mountain kind of went to the back of my mind. And in planning the PCT, I found that the PCT goes on Butt Mountain. So here I am on Butt Mountain, surreal moment, full circle. And now on to the halfway point in 1.5 miles. What a tiny, unassuming pillar that signifies so much pain and struggle.
Right? So much.
I've officially made it to the halfway point. Oh my gosh. So that means if I go over here, I'm actually closer to Canada than I am to Mexico. That means I have to do this whole thing again. Hell yes. I will never get tired of seeing deer. It's always exciting and always makes me happy.
I want to give a special shout out to my aunt and uncle.
Kathleen and Brian put us up in this awesome B&B, and we love you guys for it. You rock.
Look at this cool pine cone I found.
That's awesome, Hen. Look what I found. Ah! So today we are walking through Lassen Volcanic National Park, which means we're going to take a lot of little side trips to see some things that are really hot. And I'm not just talking about myself. So you can see the geyser behind me. It smells like farts and sweat, which I can't tell because that's what my hiking partners smell like too.
We haven't actually reached the junction for the trail. I mean, I know that says that's the trail there, but...
So behind me is Boiling Springs Lake. Unfortunately, you probably cannot hear it, but we can hear it bubbling from here. We're not allowed to get any closer because one of us would probably die. in Subway Caves. You can just light me. Be my light. Subway Caves. Outside of Old Station. Whew, I'm really blown out now. So this cave is actually a lava tube because we're right outside of Lassen Volcanic National Park.
It's tent condensation.
So today is day like 102, I think, and we are at mile 1383. We're doing the Hat Creek Rim, which is notoriously hot and waterless. So it's so much fun. But there's lots of these like yellow ladybugs. And we cannot see Shasta, which typically you would be able to see Shasta from here, but since there are already fires and smoke, you can't see it, which is kind of a bummer. Shasta should be that way somewhere, but you can't see it. So we have had 2 things of trail magic in the last 2 days. Yesterday, some firefighters and a former thru hiker gave us some drinks and some candy and soda, and then today we are at the Cache 1387 trail magic spot. There are chairs and oranges and some soda and water, and it's glorious, and thank you to everyone out there who helped us out. We have been transported to Africa. But today is 103, and I was just a few minutes ago or seconds ago probably talking about all the trail magic that we've gotten, and then we got more this morning. We ran into Coppertone, who is a very well-known trail angel and awesome, and so we got floats and bananas and got to sit in the shade for a while. So far it's been a good day. It's really hot. Really, really, really hot. You can just barely see them, but those are pelicans over there. We're at a very magical little lake with ducks and pelicans, geese. Today is day 105. We left Bernie this morning. We stayed at a church last night in Bernie for free. It was amazing. And so right now we are in Bernie State Park, and we're taking a little side trail to go see the falls, which look pretty darn spectacular actually. So on our map, a lot of times there's like little side things that you can look for, like dams or, you know, an overlook or a special lake, and we always miss them every single time. So this time we almost missed it. Thankfully, this one's a little bit in your face. Woo! I wonder if you can bungee jump from this one.
Deer montage!
Thru hiker is really afraid of me. Hi, prettiness. Hi. I scare this deer all the way to Canada, do I get 2 medals? You better have your visa ready. Bye. So even though we haven't even hit Oregon yet, we are surrounded by smoke and wildfires that actually aren't even that close to us. But everywhere you look is just smoky, and you can't even see Mount Shasta, which is apparently like right on top of us. Hey you guys, so I just took a shower, if you can't tell. We are in Mount Shasta right now, and I just wanted to do a quick gear update. I have 3 newish pieces of gear that I haven't talked about yet, so I'm just going to do a really quick run through how I'm feeling about them. First off, we've got my newish backpack. It's not even new anymore, but it's the Gregory Maven 55. It in general has been a really, really good backpack. It fits way better than my previous backpack, which was too big. But I've also enjoyed having the extra liters because I went from a 46 liter to a 55 liter. But going down a size has made it fit quite a bit better. There's a lot of padding on the back, which I really like. And in general, it's held up pretty well. There's a couple spots that have holes. The material's starting to get holes in them. Of course, I can't find it right now because I'm filming out right there. But I've just put some tenacious tape on it, and it seems to be holding up well. I'll do a full review of this bag whenever the thru hike is over, but so far, much better than my previous bag. So I've also switched from a Thermarest to this Big Agnes sleeping pad, and I like it so much more. It's shorter. My other one was like over 6 feet long, and this one is 5'6", which is my exact height. And I like the valve better. Obviously, I haven't been using it for very long, so who knows how I'll feel. Again, I'll do another review of this later, but so far, I drastically prefer this over my Thermarest. And finally, so I was using a microfiber towel that I already owned, and I was super unhappy with it. It just was not absorbent enough for me. So I was thinking about getting a new towel, and actually an awesome company called Country Bound reached out and sent me some microfiber ultralight towels and asked me to review them, which I'm totally willing to do, and I always give an honest review, and I love them. They are so much worlds better. So they actually have a couple different sizes. They have like a washcloth size, a big size, and then this is kind of their medium size. So I'm carrying the medium size with me because, you know, I'm backpacking. But it has just been so much better. It absorbs so much water. It's super soft, very lightweight. And one little detail they have that I love is they have this little snap with a loop. So like after you use it, you can just snap it onto your bag and it'll dry really, really quick. But yeah, so if you are a future thru hiker or you're just looking to change up your towel situation, I absolutely recommend this brand, Country Bound. I'll link in the description bar below a link to their product so you can go check them out. As I said before, totally recommend them. And this is my new favorite microfiber towel. It's awesome.